Hi friends, we're in my book nook, which I totally should film in here more because I made it in my apartment purposely to be a cute space to read and hang out and one day film in, because I already kind of knew that I wanted to have a YouTube channel a bajillion years before I had one. But anyway, this isn't the best angle of my book nook. Here we have an aura painting and just you can barely see what's up here, and then here we have some random Hello Kitty packaging. I want to not redecorate it, but my hair is stuck in a thumbtack. Hold on. I don't want to redecorate it, but I definitely want to continue to make it look nicer, because a lot of the decoration tactic of my book nook has been sticking up as much random shit as possible, and also I really neglected making certain parts of it pretty, the actual bed part that I'm on. At first I had my camera over there to show the whole thing, and then I was like, this shit isn't cute. So I put you over here with me because but my money goes to more important things like food, so it'll be cute one day. What was this video even gonna be about? I want to do a dress where I was because I haven't filmed in here before. Oh my god, thumbtack, stop attacking me. Stop attacking me. I actually might pull it out of the wall just because it's annoying me so much. Anyway. Oh yeah. This is what this whole video is about. My ancestry, my genetic makeup, my DNA, my heritage, my race, kind of always been a question mark. I mean, I look white, but what is it? What's in there? Always been a question, and I've had a lot of different family stories, and I want to tell all of them because it would be really kind of funny if just none of them were fucking true, and then I open my DNA and it's you're 0% of that thing that they said you're 50% of, and I'd be like, okay. So I've kind of represented myself one way my entire life, so we'll see if it's all a lie. Some of it, low-key, might be a lie because my biological mother told it to me, and I'm like, bitch lies about everything, so others of it, probably super true. But let me just tell you, my expectations, and then my results have come back. I did this DNA test a couple months ago, so my results came back literally today. So I'm going to tell you everything that I've heard from the grapevine, and then we're actually going to look at my results and see if everyone in my family is a bunch of fucking liars. Story number one, well, we'll start with my biological mother. One story she's always told me is that I'm related to Gary Busey. That Gary Busey is my biological mother's mom's sister's something, nephew or cousin or something or other. So distantly cousins is what I've always been told that he is. Which, I mean, I don't know if the genetics is actually going to be able to tell me that right now today when I open the results. I don't know if it's going to have, people you're related to. It might just have, percentages of nationality. I think it also has, are you predisposed to Alzheimer's and stuff like that? Or, I don't know. But I'll comment on this video, or I'll put it in the description, because I do want to take this further and do the little ancestry thing. So if I do ever find out if I am or if I'm not, I'll write confirmed or whatever in the description. But the second story she always told me was that her biological dad was, you know, like how like white people are like evil and they do like the erasure of other races and cultures, and so a thing that they've specifically done to people who are Native American is like get CPS to take away their kids so that those kids are like born in white families with white culture, so that like slowly like their languages and shit are like dying and stuff like that. My biological mother told me that that was what happened to her father, so that he is indigenous but didn't like grow up with the culture. So I've believed my whole life that I have, I think she said it was Sioux in my blood. So those are the stories about my genetics from my mom. Now let's go to her mom, my grandmother on my mom's side, my maternal grandmother. She has told me that, you know, those like ships that were coming to, I think it's called Ellis Island, but it's like that dock right by the Statue of Liberty, where a bunch of immigrants were coming, like Italian Americans, French Americans, Portuguese Americans, stuff like that, during like when New York City and stuff were like being built and stuff, like the same people that would have invented like hot dog, pizza, spaghetti, sandwiches, like that time period. All those people coming on those boats, she said that our French side of our family came on those boats, which is actually the same side of my family that I'm supposedly related to Gary Busey on. So there should be some French in my blood. So far we're looking for indigenous Native American, and we're looking for French. And then let's go to my dad's side of my family. My dad has always told the story about our last name and how it's an Old English word and how it means like the top of a mountain, and how we have our last name because of this big like war, and like our genetic family in Scotland used to like be archers, and like they would light fires at the top of mountains to like tell the village down below like, hey, we're being attacked, you know? So like nighttime people like awake when the village is sleeping, protectors of the night sort of vibes. So I'm looking for some Scottish in my results. My dad has also told me that his dad, their parents were immigrants from Germany, so we're looking for some German in my genetics too. Which, if that one's a lie, that's gonna be so embarrassing because I posted on TikTok 1,000 times about being German. That would be embarrassing. My dad has told me that we are a bit Polish. And then his mom, so my paternal grandmother, my mommy who raised me, she always told me that her dad's dad, I think, was indigenous to some tribe in Alaska. So we're looking for some sort of Inuit as well. What else has my family told me? My aunt on my dad's side, my dad's younger sister, but not his youngest sister, told me that we are 0% Italian. So I shouldn't see any Italian in my genetics unless it's from my mom's side. What else? I'm trying to think of other family stories, but I think that's all we're looking for. I think we're looking for 2 different types of indigenous. We're looking for German, French, Polish, Scottish. I think that was all I said. So these are the things that we're looking for in my genetics. See if my family's a bunch of liars. Now let's pull it up and see what my results are. This is actually low-key like scary. Like, I'm excited, but I'm also like, what if my life is a lie? Like, if I turn out to be like 0% indigenous and I'm just a boring white girl, I'll low-key be sad, because I feel like, I don't know a word for this feeling. I just feel like, since I've always said so proudly that I have indigenous blood, I feel like if that turned out to be true, I'd be like embarrassed or something. I don't know. Also, I feel like being white is just, like, boring. Like, I want something else in there. Like, I don't want to just be some white girl. But it's okay. It's okay. Your genetics don't matter. It's fine. We're gonna open it. Few DNA results. I'm so scared. A verification code. No. Wait, what? What is it? 953313. 953313. Ready to explore your ethnicity? Let's go. Oh my god, why am I nervous? Okay, 92.9% English. Swipe. How do I go to the next one? Oh! Okay, so my dad's not a liar. It says 20% exactly Scottish and Welsh. It moves without me touching it. 12.4% German. Wow, I thought there was a lot more than that. My family made it sound like, oh my god, it moved again. 8.7% French. That seems low too. 29.0% 7 more ethnicities. What are they? Oh my god, no. No. Wait. Ah! Okay, first of all, there's things on here that I've never heard of. Second of all, Italian is on there. So if I have to be Italian for my mom's side because my aunt said that we were 0% Italian. No! Wait, I don't know what some of these are, so maybe some of them are Indigenous American. Wait, what? Wait, I'm so confused. Okay, I'm just gonna read you what it says. It says, your ethnicity results, genetic group's confidence level, high. Okay. Showing 3 out of 10. Europe. English, 29.9%. Scottish and Welsh, 20%. Germanic, 12.4%. French, 8.7%. Dutch, 8.6%. Danish, I didn't know I had any Danish. 7.9%. This one is one, I literally don't even fucking know this word. Breton, Breton, 5.2%. Irish, which I don't know if I had Irish because my dad always said Scottish. But he kind of said we were like everything. Like my dad has literally called me a mutt. Rude. Irish, 33.3%. Not 33, oh my god. 3.3%. Swedish, I'm a tall white person. That's all I know about Swedish people. Oh my god, I'm PewDiePie's cousin basically. Wait, okay. Swedish, 1.8%. North Italian, 1.1%. My fucking aunt wishes she was North Italian. And then this one says Spanish, and it has 2 words I've never fucking heard of. Catalan, Catalan, and Basque, Basque. All 3 of those, it says 1.1%. I don't think those are. And then it says something that confuses me because it says genetic groups. Northeastern and Midwestern USA and Canada. Northeastern and Midwestern USA and Midwestern USA. But France and Ireland and all these things are in the USA. So why the fuck does it have those three listed as my genetic groups? Is it saying that people that live in those areas have this kind of genetic makeup? Because why wouldn't you just say people in those areas have that? I don't understand. It says show all available regions. Okay, it's circling stuff in the United States, Canada, Brazil, like, but I'll just show you the map. Hold on. Why does it have circles everywhere? And then why are some of them colored and some of them aren't? I don't understand. It says all available regions, 97 ethnicities, 2,114 genetic groups. So I guess that's why there's so many circles. It's saying that those are any of the options. It's not saying that I have them, and maybe just the colored ones are mine. But then it has colored ones in the United States. So I don't understand. But there's nothing showing like the Arizona area or the Alaska area. Hi. So I guess I'm 0% indigenous and everyone's fucking liars. If the indigenous thing that my mother told me is not true, it's just because she's a liar. But the indigenous thing that my grandmother, my mom, told me that's not true, I don't feel like it's because she's a liar. I feel like she was lied to by her dad. So then she just spread me false information. I don't feel like she lied to me. But I guess I'm 0% indigenous. Is there a way to like... Oh. Okay, so I'm 0% Jewish, I'm 0% Baltic, I'm 0% East European, 0% Finnish, 0% Greek, 0% Norwegian, 0% Portuguese. I clicked America to see what would happen. Oh, it literally says 0% from Chile, 0% from Ecuador, 0% indigenous in Southwest US, 0% Inuit, 0% Mexico, 0% North Central America, 0% Peru and Bolivia, 0% South Central America. Why am I mourning something I never had? And also, why do I care what my genetics are? And also, like, I feel embarrassed because I feel like on my TikTok 1,000 times I've said, I'm indigenous a little bit. Like, my family's told me I have some indigenous heritage. I'd love to learn more about it so I can be like, like, as someone born in the United States, regardless of what my genetics is, I think that it's, like, important that I learn about indigenous culture because all of the colonization, brutal genocide, and, like, all just the terrible things that have happened to indigenous groups here, and, like, just how evil colonialism is, and, like, all that shit, like, I feel like that's super important to learn about and become educated in because you are living on that land, regardless of your genetic makeup. Like, you're living somewhere where, like, all this brutal, disgusting shit happened and where all these, like, amazing cultures fucking were killed off or, like, you know, around today, but, like, not the same as they would be without it. And so, like, I feel like educating yourself on that is important regardless. But I always, like, told myself, like, I wanted to do it even more because I wanted to get to know, like, my ancestry. And now I know that I don't have any. I'm dying. I'm so sad. Is that weird? Like, am I weird for being, like, I wanted to, like, have something in my blood? Like, is that weird? Excuse me, sir. Can you get your butthole out of the way? He's not gonna move. Like I was saying, I've never looked at my genes before, obviously. That's why I did this, but like, dang, like, hi. You're so handsome. I wonder what your genetics are. Sometimes I call him Asian because, like, sometimes he just, like, looks like a little, like, Taiwanese grandpa or something. I wonder, are domestic cats, where do they even come from? Do they come from Asia? All humans come from Africa. Where do all cats come from? I think if I did cat genetics, it wouldn't tell me the country, though. I think it would tell me, like, English short hair or, like, whatever the cat name is. Should I do a genetic test on my cat? Anyway, girl, I am so sad, and I feel, like, silly for that. But anyway, like I wanted to say before, and I got sidetracked, something that is important to me is, like, learning about, like, sustainability and, like, things that people were doing here before all these, like, treacherous things happened, because they were living way more sustainably and, like, taking care of the earth and, like, living with ingredients like food and vegetables and plants and, like, whatever that was, like, native to here and not invasive species, because, like, during, like, colonization they brought over, like, so much shit that, like, technically wasn't from this land, so, like, they were, like, polluting the area, you know what I mean? So it's, like, something I've always wanted to learn about and, like, do, like, collect, like, indigenous history books written by indigenous people and, like, fiction and, like, like, cookbooks. Like, I wanted to, like, do, like, you know, like, cook meals that was only made from things that were, like, native to here. And that's something I always wanted to pursue, and I'm still gonna. But, like, when I did it, I always imagined myself being, like, and, like, I found out that I'm, like, da-da-da-da-da from this da-da-da-da, so, like, it's extra special to me. And now I literally can't fucking say that because I'm just a white girl. I'm gonna cry. It actually makes me want to cringe because I've said so many times that I'm indigenous because I grew up thinking I was, because I was told by 2 different family members that I was. And now I'm gonna cry. I'm just white. I don't know what to do with that. Does it tell me anything else? I thought it was going to tell me about, like, Alzheimer's. Return to your results. Okay. Welcome to your DNA matches. This quick introduction. Oh my god, shut up. Skip. Okay. So, this is telling me people I'm related to. Okay. Maybe we'll see Gary Busey in here. This one's pulling up with my great uncle, which I know for a fact that I'm related to, so this is true. It says I share 15% of my DNA with him. I don't know how he's in there, but that's cool. This one is a name that I don't recognize. My half-first cousin's son. I have no idea who that is. This girl has the same last name as me, although I've never heard of her before. It says my parents' first cousin. Which parent? Oh, well, it has the same last name as my mom's maiden name. My mother's maiden name. So, one of my mom's cousins isn't here, my mother. This is the most generic fucking name ever I feel like I could say. It says Charlotte Smith. Like, apparently I'm related to her grandparents' first cousin. I know Smith was the last name of my family. Oh, this has my dad's last name. It says second cousin, parents' second cousin. So if it's my dad's second cousin, how the fuck is it my second cousin? Would that make my third cousin? Here's someone here with their last name is Busey! It's not Gary, though. I'm related to someone whose last name is McCormick. Okay, so the Busey one says parents' second cousin, which would go with the Gary Busey's, right? This one says parents' second cousin, McCormick one. Isn't that weird? Another one is parents' second cousin, I have no idea who that is. I'm related to Augustine, last name Augustine. My grandparents' second cousin and my parents' second cousin. What are they? How's second cousins work? I don't know. That's a Scottish-ass last name, and it's my grandparents' second cousin. And there's more people. Parents' third cousin, grandparents' second cousin. Oh, wait, no, that sounds icky. Another one, parents' third cousin. Another one is parents' third cousin, grandparents' second cousin. This one says grandparents' second cousin, grandparents' third cousin. This one says parents' third cousin. This one says my fourth cousin. This one says parents' third cousin, parents' second cousin, grandparents' second cousin. This one says parents' third cousin. This one says parents' third cousin, fourth cousin. I'm pretty
Parents, third cousin, parents, third cousin. Why are my parents so many third cousins? Parents, third cousin. Grandparents, second cousin, grandparents, third cousin. Which one is it? For me, I think this is the fourth cousin. Parents, third cousin. Fourth cousin. All these ones that say that they're my cousins, they don't say parents or grandparents, they're like age 20-ish, it says. So I have a bunch of people who are around my age in my family. I'm tempted to read all these names, but like, are you not supposed to read people's names on the internet? Parents, third cousin. This guy's named Gary, but it's not his last name. Parents, third cousin, he lives in Canada. Parents, third cousin, parents, third cousin, parents, third cousin. I'm not reading all of these anymore. I just want to see if Gary Busey is not even like, I really like Gary Busey and I want to be like him. It's just like, I've always been told that I am and he's famous. So like, I'm like, I want to be related to some random famous person. I know he's funny. Plus he's such a random famous person you're related to. This girl's in her 20s and she has the same name as one of my cousins and it says that she's my fourth cousin. We only have 0.6% DNA match. Oh my god, I'm related to a girl named April! Like April Tucker. Where's Gary Busey? Oh my god, there's 1,000 pages. I can't look through this all. None of these people are barely related to me. It's like 0.6%. Like, I thought it was gonna like tell me shit.
We're getting out of this tab. Ancient origins. Discover your ancient origins. Trace back to uncover ancient civilizations in which you descend from. Okay. And oh, I have to pay extra money? Go suck my butt. DNA tools. Oh, that's not interesting. So it's not going to tell me anything about having Alzheimer's or something? Okay, it says relationships. One close family member, that was the uncle that I actually recognized. 8 extended family. And then 14,062 distant relatives. That is so many people. Locations, number of matches. United States, 7,000. United Kingdom, 1,000. Australia. I have 369 family members that live in Australia. But I don't have any Australian DNA, so they must have moved there for some reason. 300 for Germany, 200 for the Netherlands, 200 for Canada, 100 for Ireland, 100 for Switzerland, 100 for Denmark, 100 for France, 100 for New Zealand, 100 for Sweden, 75 for Norway, 39 from Belgium, 34 for Finland, 26 for Austria, 18 for Hungary, 13 for Spain, 11 for Poland, 10 for South Africa, 7 for Japan, 7 for Italy, 7 for Portugal. I'm not reading this whole thing, actually. This goes on for a real... I have 2 genetic matches for Hong Kong and 2 for South Korea. What are you doing over there? There's a lot. I'm not reading the whole thing. Wait, that's it though? I thought it was gonna say like... Remember when Amazing Phil did this video and he was like, it says that I'm built to be an athlete. Like, I thought it was gonna say stuff like that. Oh, I'm gonna cry. It only has family tree and stuff. I wanted to see other stuff. That's it? Oh. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe in like a year from now, when I've done way more hunting, I'll come back with an update and be like, so it turns out I'm related to this person and this person. It turns out I'm genetically predisposed to be a cunt. I'm sad. I can't find anything else. Okay, whatever. Oh, by the way, I just want to say, this is an aura painting I did. I can, like, see auras or whatever. This is the one I did for my mommy, and I took it back and hung it on my wall because she's dead. She had it hanging on her wall for, like, 3 years. Now it's back in my apartment. But if you like it, or like you want or a painting, I sell them on my shop. They're expensive. They're the most expensive thing on my shop. And if you don't live in the United States, you have to pay shipping also. But, I mean, my shop's in my description of all my videos, you know. If you want to see what I think your aura looks like. Yeah, I'm so pissed that I'm not fucking indigenous to anywhere but Europe. Has this been 33 fucking minutes of me complaining? Like, is that what we're really doing right now? Like, I need to go to bed. I need to fucking nap. Anyway. I really thought this video was gonna go differently. I thought I was gonna be like, oh my god, I'm specifically related to this tribe. Now I want to do a lot of research on this tribe specifically just so I can be cutesy. What am I gonna do? Research Irish people? Like, we're not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cry. It's okay. Okay, I really need to stop. Bye, friends. Predisposed. In the arms of the angels, fly away from here, fly away. That's how I feel right now.